My name is James Tanti. For over 3 decades, I've been training people in professional sales, startup businesses, and mentoring others to build million-dollar enterprises. So the next layer in your pyramid of sales success is the P's and Q's. And here's a quote that I like to use. It's really a quote of abundance, because truly, if you are prospecting and qualifying enough people on a consistent daily basis, there's always more people to see than you have time to see them. Okay? There are always more people to see than you have time to see them. Your job is just to connect with them. Your number one job is to TTP, which is talk to people. And if that's not working, TTMP, which is talk to more people. Sometimes people have these excuses. Oh, nowadays people, they don't pick up their phone. It goes to voicemail. People are busier now than ever. It's harder to set the appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, you just got to know what you want. You got to go get it, and it takes work. Okay? Not enough prospecting is the number one challenge of all sales. Okay? And I want to read you some stats. When you hear these stats, it's going to blow your mind. This is an aggregate of multiple industries. Okay, so it may not be exact to your industry, but this is multiple industries put together. On the average, only 2% of sales are made during the first point of contact. 44% of people give up after just one attempt, whether it's a phone call or an email. Only 8% of salespeople follow up more than 5 times. Okay, 5 and 6 is a magical number. Okay, persistency pays, ladies and gentlemen, because 95% of any and all leads that are converted are done after the 6th attempt to contact. So this alone should give you that motivation to pick up the phone, to make one more call and try one more time. 60% of customers say no 4 times before they say yes. And it takes an average of 18 calls to actually connect with a buyer. And so P's and Q's, ladies and gentlemen, you got to make sure you put the time in daily. Just do it as Nike says, and do it consistently. Know your numbers. Every office, every industry will have their key performance indicators. They're going to have their conversion numbers. There's going to be averages. Do you know what the averages is on how many calls to set an appointment? Do you know what the percentage of the holdup, the conversion rate of appointments to sales, the conversion rate of average sales to business volume? So know your numbers, go for no, because when you go for no, okay, you run the numbers to the yes. 18 calls to get the one prospective buyer. Remember that. And know your perfect prospect. And so if you take a look at those people, those businesses that are more conducive to saying yes to bigger packages, that have less follow-up involved, that create the best profit margins for your average sale, define who that perfect prospect is. Is it an age demographic? Is it a financial demographic? If it's a business, is it an average employees between this number or this number? And so if you are crystal clear on who your perfect prospect is, you will tend to attract it. And when you see it, you will embrace them. Okay? And use multiple channels of communication. So the phone alone is not enough. Email alone is not enough. We want to use a omni platform of communication, including networking, social media, trade fairs, that you're going to get some people with some channel, but you're not going to get them all with that one channel. So use multiple channels and manage your pipeline. Because there is so much people that you're going to be connecting and communicating with, you want to be organized. And so having a CRM system, if your company's not using one, you subscribe to many, we'll talk about later, but you do need a organizational system to manage. So here is your climb higher, grab a pen assignment. It's who is that dream prospect of yours, and what are their characteristics, not necessarily their financial capacity. Financial capacity is an important part of the equation. Size of the business is an important part of the equation when you're qualifying. But what are some of the characteristics and values and beliefs of them? And because if you understand that, you can empathize better with your prospect. Booking appointments. This is the third layer in the foundation of your pyramid of success. And so I'd like to start with a quote by Brian Tracy. Approach each customer with the idea of helping them or her to solve the problem or achieving a goal, not of selling a product or service to them. And really, if you want to be effective and powerful at setting appointments, we want to come from a place where I really want to help you. So with that being said, we know that to get the appointment, you have to make it of value to the person on the other end of the phone. And so we build value in the appointment. And how do we build value is we know what some of their hurts, wants, desires are in advance. We want to be able to be effective on the quick pitch and create urgency on setting the appointment. Our language needs to be with them. What's in it for me, for them on the other end of the line. We want to make sure that when the appointment is set, that we are in front of all of the decision makers, whether it be a husband and wife, whether it be a committee or a team or a board. Is there another party involved? Now, some people, I know this sounds obvious, some people, they take this for granted and they will do the appointment and they'll find that they have to do the appointment again, or they've blown the lead because after they've done the appointment, the person who is unqualified tries to explain it to the other individual, not as effectively as you would, of course. And the person says, we don't have the time, we don't have the money, it's not within the budget. And so make sure you respect your time and their time, and all appointments have decision makers there. Assume the appointment. So again, you are making the assumption that this is the absolute best for them. So from within, you are enthusiastic about setting that appointment. And if you want to close a sale, you have to assume the sale. And closing an appointment is a close. So assume the appointment and do it with urgency. And there are techniques and tactics on phraseology we will go through in future episodes. Once the appointment is set, we want to confirm, commit, and remind. So appointment is not confirmed until it is really committed. Now you can send an email, make it easy for them to add it to their schedule, which is a natural. That's something you must do. But we also must let them know that we are committing ourselves. We are doing our effort. We're collecting the data, the research. We're preparing for the appointment just for them, And by doing that, they're understanding that you're committed, so they will be more committed to the appointment. Have a 24-hour reminder. Now, reminder call or email is the appointment still on? It's the appointment is on. We will see you at this time sharp. Okay, so that's professionalism. And the final point is you have to run the numbers. You got to be PPPP. You need to be persistent, polite, professional without being a pest. You don't want to be bugging people. We want to be respectful in our follow-up, and we do need to be persistent with it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is the foundation. That's what's going to make sure that your career endures successfully, so you maximize your potential. You book more appointments and you create more profits. We will talk to you more on the next episode. Until then, let's live with passion. Let's believe in greatness, believe in you. Let's lead better together. Your partner in success, James. See you on the next episode.